I've got my trusty cup of coffee, and I'm gonna take you on a garden tour. We planted some pumpkins. These are giants in California. I put these cages because I was scared about my chickens. I think I need to take them off. I don't think they're gonna try and eat them anymore. Some Jack B. Littles and some little orange ones. I don't know the name. If you are a first-time gardener, which I am not, I still mess up. Label your stuff. I couldn't remember with any of this. Cantaloupe, watermelons. These are some zucchinis. This is on the back side of the hill. We put a pool in last year and had to bring in all this backfill, so it made this awesome hill for all my vine crops. So yellow squashes and zucchinis. And then down here, the fruit trees. Still not seeing any action on these things. I don't know if it's just, I don't know. Pretty certain I have leaf curl on my peach. No blooms. The grapevine looks like it's starting to germinate. I don't know. Zinnias and cosmos are everywhere, which those are my favorite. Pear, no blooms. I don't know if that's normal. My plum tree did flower, but I saw other people in my community with showing their plums and like little things. All I have is ants all over it, so I have no idea. But yesterday I did get all of my tomatoes, and my daughter helped me plant the marigolds, which she pretty much ripped the heads off of all of them, but you know, gotta learn somehow. So I just need to get cages set up in here. And I had a friend, well actually my neighbor, that has starts, and then just like a local company that I bought from. So got those in. My potatoes are doing pretty good. I dug this out of a friend's yard, and when I scratch it, the bark, it's still green. So I think it's alive. I just think I put it into such shock because it was starting to bloom that it's just not going to do anything this year, which is okay. My rogue chicken that's always out every time I do one of these garden hauls. Pansies and morning glories are doing well. My clematis is climbing this vintage chair up to the fence, which I think is pretty cool. Blueberries are looking interesting. I don't see anything on them, so don't know. That one's still really terrible looking. This one's bigger. These are sunflowers that self-seeded that I'm just leaving. My strawberries are doing well. I take the screen off because I feel like they were getting crunched, but we finally have little babies coming on, so that's gonna be really exciting. And also lots of babies on the raspberries. The garlic is getting huge. I don't have any scapes yet that I need to harvest, but I think that it will be soon. My rhubarb's pretty much done. More raspberries. The snap peas are doing well, and I did see a flower, I want to say, the other day, but no, I'm not seeing it. Corn. Got a little row of corn. My potatoes are thriving. Over here, my lemon balm, which I use for tea, and onions, and I have a row of gladiolas coming. Beets with a random sunflower. And here is mostly herbs, so you can see basil and parsley. I've got cilantro, lots of carrots. And again, I don't thin these, I just throw the seeds in, and you know what? They're gonna be misshaped. I don't care. This isn't a perfect garden. So I'll remove these screens for now. Let the plants get some air. I planted 3 eggplants and a fennel, which is a new plant for me. My chives are doing good. This is sage. I started from seed, so I'm not gonna harvest that. I'm just gonna let it grow and get big. I'm just gonna leave it be. But all the herbs are coming in, and they're so pretty and flavorful. I just come out here and I have my kids come too. You don't know what you're gonna get. That with cilantro. Over here is the parsley, I believe. Let's see. Oh, that was cilantro again. Anywho, now over here, I've got peppers, 3 peppers. There's actually a little one over there, and lettuce. And I'm gonna be honest, I yanked out the cabbage. It wasn't doing anything, was it, ladies? It wasn't getting big. It wasn't shriveling. it just wasn't doing shit. And I needed the room, so I said, you're out of here. You either grow or you're gone. So I got 2 more peppers and another row of corn. And that, I think, is one of my advice for you. It's like, they're just plants. And if they don't thrive and you need the space, yank them out of there. You know, it's a few dollar experiment. If nothing in my garden grows or nothing is prolific, I am not a commercial farmer. I am just Katie from Lyle. So this is my backyard. This is my sanctuary. This is my fun. This is just what I enjoy doing to give me peace and walk around barefoot and have a cup of coffee. I did plant some geraniums and all of my flowers over here. I have goldenrod that I transplanted from my front yard, so this will get tall. And then these are blazing stars, which I love. They're a beautiful flower. I have some iris over here, which they're growing, but I don't know if they're getting enough sun to flower, so I may have to end up moving them. I planted out this potter because my aunt gave me a ton of geraniums. I'm like, okay, I guess I'm doing geraniums everywhere. So I put that. And then this is my chicken coop rotor. Hey, don't bite my foot area. My dad and I run a pullet business. And so these are some babies. I just have 5 in here that are looking for their little forever flock. And that's been a lot of fun for my dad and I to do something together. You know, as you move out of the house, it's a way to have connection. And, you know, we have chickens in common. So I think that concludes this week's garden tour. Lots of stuff is growing. Lots of stuff is thriving. Some not. Cabbage didn't make the cut. I do have one in my front planter that is doing well, which is interesting. It's with flowers. You would think it wouldn't be that way. I guess I have one in here, but I don't know that it's going to do anything. But we're going to have a massive raspberry bloom. I'm leaving the rest of the rhubarb because it's only its 2nd year. I picked a ton of it and now I'm just going to let it be so that it can be even bigger and better for next year. Where was that bloom that I saw? I love how they wrap around things. I think that's really cool. That's this week's garden haul. Tomatoes got planted, marigolds got planted. I planted these flowers along the blueberry bed just so when you look down here, you just see a mix of flowers and green, and you know, it's like its own little ecosystem habitat. I have a jar there because I'm going to go collect some cicadas for my chickens because the front of my yard is covered, which I guess I can take you out front and show you that. But yeah, here's no blooms. I don't know if that's normal or not. It's my second year and a half of them, I guess. So now to the front yard.